2018 Land Rover Discovery SUV Review. The good points of Land Rover Discovery SUV. It's bigger, lighter and even more economical. 7 forward-facing seats, electrically operated. Good off-road, great drive and automobile on it. The bad points of Land Rover Discovery SUV. Prices have risen over outgoing models. It's grown uglier, too. Will its softer looks lose Land Rover sales? The rejuvenation and expansion in the Land Rover range continues apace with one of its most crucial models, the all-new Discovery. This fifth generation of Discovery has got to replace the much-loved, if flawed, previous model and also compete against many capable rival offerings with 7 seats inside the large SUV class. It will doubtless find itself for a passing fancy shopping lists as other upscale off-roaders, for example the Audi Q7, BMW X5 and Mercedes-Benz GLE, which can't wish to keep up using the Land Rover off-road. But in relation to on-road appeal, we were holding ahead on the old Discovery, which is the primary reason why Land Rover has brought pretty much most of what came before, and given it an all-inclusive reboot. It now feels a lot more like a luxury vehicle but without having to sacrifice practicality. Refreshingly greater modestly priced versions are arguably the best within the range. The SD4 engine could be the pick from the bunch, while both money and weight could be saved by seeking the manual seat folding mechanism. It would be the most practical car inside class, and also virtue on this, and its even stronger image will probably be first option for many buyers. Improved efficiency, better engines. As together with the latest generation Range Rover and Range Rover Sport models, the newest Discovery moves to a more sophisticated aluminum body and chassis in reducing weight and improved efficiency. Depending for the model, the burden saving will be as much as 450 kilograms, though it remains a sizable and relatively heavy model at 2.1 tons during its lightest form. It's moved up market in comparison to its pricing. See specifications to view how much, but a top-of-the-range 2.08 chassis luxury weighed in at 62,995 pounds at launch. The UK range commences with a twin-turbo 4-cylinder British-made and designed Ingenium engine, developing 240 horsepower at 4,000 revolutions per minute. Land Rover claims that despite having this smaller engine, the Discovery can cover the 062 miles per hour run in 8.0 seconds. Likely to market less, but be better to push, is definitely the turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 turbodiesel 260 horsepower and also the impressive supercharged 3.0-liter V6 petrol, developing 340 horsepower. All the four-wheel drive hardware. Its permanent four-wheel drive system drives via an 8-speed automatic gearbox, while using now ubiquitous to Jaguar Land Rover cylindrical selector. To ensure it's as impressive off-road since its predecessors, it has a low-ratio transfer case with the ultimate in mud plugging ability. In addition, the Discovery receives most of Land Rover's latest terrain response systems. There is a variety of off-road driving modes, which and also making the most of its four-wheel drive system, uses clever electronics to hold it from spinning its wheels if your going gets tough. Land Rover says the Discovery will be the most capable off-roader it's ever made. It carries a 900mm weighting figure, as well as its maximum ground clearance is 283mm. Not only that, but it offers half a meter of axle articulation, which implies it can take care of huge potholes and obstacles that get inside way of either side. Butch SVX package from 2018. concerns how the Discovery looked a little bit soft saw a rugged SVX package of modifications debut with the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show, together with the intention of injecting some in the toughness that made its predecessor so successful. The makeover includes beefier bumpers with silver-colored skid plates, an increased ride height, roof rails, protruding towing eyes and a lot of orange detailing. Underneath is hydraulic active roll control arc built to make the SVX much more capable off-road, while reducing body roll when cornering on asphalt surfaces. Powering the Discovery SVX can be a 5.0-liter supercharged V8 petrol engine producing 525 horsepower and 625 Nm of torque. Not only will it be quick, and also thirsty. Official figures have yet for being revealed, but try not to expect it to arrive at 25 miles per gallon inside the real world. That smart new suit. So, despite its sophisticated new looks, which ape those with the smaller Discovery Sport, it's hugely capable dirt. The smoother look will need some getting used to for older Discovery owners, though. Some details such as stepped side windows and lopsided tailgate really are brave. Try and link it using the past. This can be clearly an auto that takes its maker upmarket to combat the German's head. The verdict. The Land Rover Discovery is outstanding in most areas. As an auto for large families, it's near unbeatable. Thanks to its sheer size and usefulness, make sure you're on a parking space. There are various compelling reasons why you should buy one. Assuming it is possible to stomach its looks. Sure, it's not as economical or as green as its rivals, but it makes a better fist of going off-road if your going gets tough. It's arguable how often buyers will decide to do this, playing with our books. For being a good SUV, it must excel off and on-road. The Discovery is often a great achievement, and something that you may buy confidently, especially considering its super strong residuals. Just don't anticipate to be light on your own wallet. Review to discover how the Land Rover Discovery SUV performs. All engine versions are fitted while using 8-speed automatic transmission used elsewhere on Land Rover products, and it's also well suited for the car's nature. The entry-level SD4 diesel model delivers performance that in the majority of circumstances is perfectly adequate. It is actually comparatively refined to get a 4-cylinder diesel, and acceleration is using a par to the class if definitely not quick. But again, this really is within the expectation on this car. Refinement is nice rather than exceptional. Nevertheless, the Ingenium 4-cylinder diesel engine is quieter when compared to other Jaguar and Land Rover vehicles. The V6 diesel option brings additional torque minus 600 Nm in contrast to 500 Nm, but only a different 18 horsepower. Acceleration to 62 miles per hour is cut by 0.3 seconds as being a result. But if you don't plan to tow over a regular basis, any additional cost is not worthwhile, with all the official fuel consumption figure dropping below 40 miles per gallon. The V6 petrol option shared with all the Jaguar pace feels less lively because in the Discovery's size, and turning around the pleasing exhaust note right into a far away from pleasant whine when driven hard. On-air suspension standard on all cars from the UK, and together with the V6 at the start, the Discovery steers with the assured sharpness, although you're mindful of all the moss that this suspension is to cope with. The comfort bias is entirely appropriate for a vehicle that is probably to be used for carrying people and luggage as an alternative to storming down broads. However, if you need to try and hurry it along, it is going to do so, when a little reluctantly. It seems obvious to convey it, but Discovery is less engaging and capable compared to the Range Rover Sport, but less yacht-like compared to Range Rover. Which is what you'd expect considering the Discovery's position in Land Rover's lineup. pay your cash and take your selection. The interesting aspect in the Discovery's design is it's been made slightly larger around the outside, and much more space may be freed up inside, thanks on the additional length involving the front and rear wheels. As well as more room for your rearmost two of rows, there's additional benefit on the driver, too. Up front, there is certainly plenty of space through the lofty seating position, even though the seats are relatively low from relation on the side windows to enhance headroom. Once comfortable head and legroom is comfortable for the people up to 6 feet in height, no less than. The driver and family isn't in short supply of space, and Land Rover claims there's 45 liters of storage room alone beforehand. This includes a deep central console plus a hidden area behind the ventilation controls. Compared with earlier Discoveries, this one's infotainment and media strategy is simple to use and a lot more responsive than before. Material quality is about using a par for the purpose you'd expect with the money. There's lots of leather along with the cabin plastics feel decent, and although an Audi Q7 feels more tightly developed with fractionally better plastics, the Discovery's layout is easier about the eye. The best quality materials are kept higher up the doors, good for anyone who are very likely to get in and out with muddy boots. As expected, the Discovery is usually a supremely comfortable car. Its switches to a more sophisticated suspension create shared with all the Range Rover. This means double wishbones in the front plus a multi-link axle for the rear. The upshot is the fact on all roads, ride quality is superb. Riding on air suspension, it really is clearly tuned for ride comfort over handling, whether or not it also gains a quicker acting steering rack taken through the Range Rover Sport. Most road disturbances are addressed easily, with only smaller, sharper bumps registering any discomfort inside cabin. Noise levels are great if not the most beneficial in class, while seat comfort is extremely good. The Discovery is simple to place within the road and feels stable, even managing more enthusiastic driving in relative comfort. There are 4 trim levels, S, SE, HSE and HSE Luxury. Even the lowest models ride on 19-inch alloy wheels and are available with autonomous emergency braking, ebb, lane departure warning, climate control and Land Rover's 8.0-inch control infotainment system. With the SE you obtain parking sensors, leather upholstery, sat-nav, LED headlights, electrically adjustable and heated front seats, dual-zone climate control. Step up on the HSE and also you add panoramic roof, reversing camera, heated rear seats, 10-inch touchscreen infotainment. The HSE Luxury model adds rear entertainment package, ventilated seats complete, 360-degree camera system, Ford-zone climate control, 21-inch alloy wheels, Meridian speakers. The Discovery can be fitted with approximately 9 USB ports. HDMI ports can be purchased in rows 1 as well as, and all 7 seats is usually heated too, giving every occupant similar numbers of comfort. The Land Rover Discovery features a full suite of safety kit fitted as standard, and scored a Euro NCAP crash test rating of 5 stars when tested in 2017. Standard equipment includes audible seat belt warning including 3rd row, front side impact airbags, hazard lights under heavy braking, parametric alarm, rollover deployment of restraints, side curtain airbags, front passenger seat ISOFIX, 3rd row ISOFIX. Adaptive cruise control with queue assist. Lane departure warning. Driver condition monitor. Lane keep assist. Rear parking aid. Front parking aid. 360 degrees parking aid. Park assist. Rear view camera. Surround camera system. Traffic sign recognition and intelligent speed limiter. Blind spot monitor and reverse traffic detection. Blind spot assist. The Discovery is a big car, so when expected, it's usefully sized for around 7 adults. If you want to make full use from the huge boot, you need to drop no less than the third row of seats. There's a good amount of space in advance. Row 2 offers 3 seats suited to adults, as well as the final 2 seats are also ideal for adults. Head and legroom is comfortable for the people up to 6 feet in height, a minimum of. The intelligent seat fold allows the 5 rear seats to become individually folded or raised through the central touchscreen display screen, buttons about the seats themselves or inside boot, and as well via a dedicated cell phone app. The system can fold many seats in 14 seconds when operated correctly. Nevertheless, it takes a little practice to navigate the menus and make certain the safety measures aren't triggered, which halts the electric mechanisms.